Imagine this moment. You wake up tomorrow morning. Nothing in your life looks different. Your bank account is the same. Your body is the same. Your routine is the same. Now imagine this. You improve just one small habit today. Only 1% better. Tomorrow, nothing changes. Next week, nothing changes. Even after 1 month, you feel disappointed. But then something powerful happens. Time begins to work in your favor. This is the central idea of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Small habits do not change your life overnight. They change your direction. And direction changes everything. What does atomic really mean? The word atomic has 2 meanings. First, it means very small. Second, it means extremely powerful. Atomic habits are tiny actions. They feel insignificant in the moment. But repeated daily, they create massive change. Just like compound interest in finance, habits compound in behavior. 1 good decision today. 1 tomorrow. 1 the next day. Success becomes inevitable. The dangerous power of bad habits. Bad habits work the same way. 1 missed workout doesn't matter. 1 unhealthy meal doesn't matter. 1 wasted day doesn't matter. Until they do. Bad habits compound silently. By the time you notice the damage, the habit is already strong. The plateau of latent potential. James Clear introduces the idea of delayed success. Most people quit because they don't see results fast enough. Progress is not linear. It is exponential. Imagine pushing a stone every day. Nothing moves. Nothing changes. Then one day, the stone rolls. That's how habits work. Ice cube metaphor. An ice cube sits in a cold room. The temperature rises slowly. 25 degrees Fahrenheit. 26 degrees Fahrenheit. 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing happens. At 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the ice melts. The breakthrough moment is visible. But the work was happening all along. Real life example. Think of someone building a business. Years of effort. No recognition. No praise. Then suddenly, success appears. People only see the result. They never see the habits. Systems are more important than goals. James Clear says something uncomfortable. Goals don't guarantee success. Systems do. You can have a goal to be rich. But without saving habits, you stay broke. You can have a goal to grow on YouTube. But without a posting system, nothing happens. Focus on what you do daily, not what you want someday. Identity-based habits. This is the heart of Atomic Habits. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. If you want lasting change, you must change how you see yourself. You don't rise to new habits. You fall back to your identity. Every small action is a vote. 1 vote doesn't decide the election, but thousands do. The habit loop. All habits follow 4 steps. Cue. Craving. Response. Reward. Your brain learns to repeat. What feels rewarding? To change your habits, you must understand this loop deeply. In the next part, we will explore the 4 laws of behavior change. The 4 laws of behavior change. James Clear presents a simple framework. If you want to build good habits, follow these 4 laws. Law 1. Make it obvious. Habits begin with awareness. Many habits are automatic. You don't choose them. You repeat them. The first step is noticing. James Clear suggests creating a habit scorecard. Write down everything you do in a day. From waking up, to scrolling your phone, to going to sleep. Ask 1 question. Does this habit serve the identity I want? Environment shapes behavior. Your environment is stronger than motivation. If junk food is visible, you will eat it. If your phone is on your desk, you will check it. Example from the book. People who want to practice guitar should leave it in the middle of the room. Make good habits visible. Make bad habits invisible. Law 2. Make it attractive. We are driven by desire. Habits stick when they feel good. James Clear introduces temptation bundling. You combine a habit you want with a habit you need. Example from the book. Only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Real life example. Only enjoy social media after finishing your daily work. Law 3. Make it easy. Most people think success requires effort. James Clear says success requires simplicity. Reduce friction. Lower resistance. The 2-minute rule. Any habit should start in 2 minutes. Reading becomes opening a book. Writing becomes opening a document. Creating videos becomes opening the project. Small starts create momentum. Law 4. Make it satisfying. What feels good gets repeated. What feels bad gets avoided. Immediate rewards reinforce habits. Example from the book. Habit tracking. Crossing a box. Seeing progress visually. Real life example. Mark every productive day on a calendar. Never break the chain. Breaking bad habits. Invert the laws. Make it invisible. Make it unattractive. Make it difficult. Make it unsatisfying. This framework gives you control. Advanced ideas from atomic habits. The Goldilocks rule. James Clear introduces a powerful psychological principle called the Goldilocks rule. Humans stay motivated when tasks are just challenging enough. Not too easy. Not too hard. When something is too easy, your brain switches off. You feel bored. You feel no sense of progress. Eventually, you stop caring. When something is too difficult, your brain feels threatened. Stress increases. Confidence decreases. Quitting feels like relief. But real growth happens in the middle. This is the zone where effort feels meaningful, where attention stays sharp, where progress feels earned. This is where habits survive. And this is where mastery is built. The Goldilocks rule explains why people quit good habits, even when they know those habits are good for them. They start too big. They demand too much. They burn out. But success doesn't come from extremes. It comes from balance. Real life example. Think about learning any skill. Creating videos. Writing scripts. Building a business. Learning a language. You don't start at the top. You start small. Very small. You begin with short videos. Simple videos. Videos with basic editing. Basic audio. Basic storytelling. Then something important happens. You improve slightly. You make the sound clearer. You make the visuals cleaner. You cut unnecessary parts. You improve pacing. After consistency is built, you increase length. You add emotion. You add structure. You add depth. Each step is only slightly harder than the previous one. Not enough to overwhelm you, but enough to stretch you. This gradual increase keeps your brain engaged. It keeps boredom away. It keeps fear under control. This is how creators last. This is how skills compound. This is how habits become part of identity. Environment and social influence. James Clear emphasizes a truth most people underestimate. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. You don't rise to the level of willpower. You fall to the level of your environment. The objects around you. The screens you look at. The sounds you hear. The people you spend time with. All of them send signals to your brain. Signals about what is normal. Signals about what is acceptable. Signals about who you are. Humans naturally imitate. We imitate those close to us. We imitate the majority. We imitate those we admire. If your environment encourages distraction, distraction becomes automatic. If your environment encourages focus, focus becomes natural. If everyone around you scrolls endlessly, scrolling feels harmless. If everyone around you builds, learning and discipline feel normal. This is why change is difficult. In the wrong environment, James Clear suggests a powerful solution. Instead of fighting your environment, change it. Remove friction from good habits. Add friction to bad habits. Join groups where the habits you want are already normal behavior. When a habit becomes normal, it no longer feels like effort. It feels like identity. Success is boring. One of the most honest ideas in Atomic Habits is also one of the hardest to accept. Success is boring. There is no constant excitement, no daily motivation, no dramatic transformation. There is repetition. There is routine. There is showing up. James Clear explains that mastery is built through ordinary actions, done consistently over time. Professionals don't rely on motivation. They rely on schedules. They show up when they feel tired. They show up when they feel uninspired. They show up because it is part of who they are. Amateurs wait for the perfect moment. Professionals create results in imperfect conditions. This is why success looks dull from the outside, but powerful from the inside. Failure and recovery. James Clear makes an important distinction. Failure is not the problem. Failure is inevitable. The real danger is repeated failure. Without recovery. Missing a habit once is normal. Life happens. Energy drops. Unexpected events occur. But missing twice is dangerous. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the beginning of a new negative habit. This is why James Clear introduces a simple rule. Never miss twice. If you skip one day, return the next day. Immediately. Don't let guilt grow. Don't let excuses multiply. One bad day doesn't matter. 2 bad days create momentum in the wrong direction. Recovery is more important than perfection. Focus on direction, not speed. Many people quit because they compare themselves to others. They ask, why am I so slow? Why am I not there yet? James Clear reminds us of something critical. Speed does not matter. Direction does. If you are improving, even slowly, time becomes your ally. Your current results do not define your future. What matters is trajectory. 1% better today. 1% better tomorrow. 1% better next week. These small improvements are invisible in the short term, but over months and years, they become unstoppable. Final message. Atomic Habits teaches a timeless lesson. You don't need massive action. You don't need dramatic change. You don't need endless motivation. You need systems. You need consistency. You need patience. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. What you do repeatedly shapes who you become. Small changes, done daily, create remarkable results.